Hello everyone, welcome back to Trev Dog Gaming here on YouTube. This is the game Subsistence and we are in Season 2 and now episode 158. Well, this episode is all about automated watering of their garden system, so gardening 101 basically. I take it there could be a couple of episodes in this, I don't know, we'll see how far we get, but we're going to change a lot of how we deal with watering the plants, obviously, and because there's going to be pipes running around here, we're going to have to change the way that this all looks. So I need to move some of the gear out of the way because I'm seriously thinking I'm going to put the beds, the plant beds, up against the outside wall of this area and perhaps in a semicircle, maybe around the middle, and I'm not sure whether I'm keeping the stairs or not, so I just have to see how much room I've got. So I'm just going to move these elsewhere. So luckily we've got a bit of extra space over here, so just going to move these down the back. That was all of our water and fertilizer. This is all of our seeds, so I'll move this one down here. So just keep them well and truly out of the way. Now, yeah, it doesn't, I mean, obviously it doesn't really matter where we put these. There's no particular order or anything like that either. But I just want to make sure that there is, you know, I guess enough space to maneuver things around. So if I take this one as my first... No, actually, no, we won't actually. We won't. We'll do the right thing. Let's just kind of get ourselves back to as close as we can to a blank canvas, I think. Although I could probably start with this one, I suppose. So hang on. If this was in the corner, and then you had one beside it, you can't really put a third one because you'll be blocking the door. If you put one that way, one, two, then you'd have to have one on an angle. So it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Although this is a longer wall, isn't it? You probably could. So hang on. We'll just move that out of the way, and we'll use this as our first one, I guess. Good old cotton. Okay, so what happens if that's the long wall? We turn this one this direction and put it right into the corner. So hang on a sec. So if I do that... Yeah, okay. Alright. I mean, I'm floating above water, so it's like I could technically just hide the pipes. You wouldn't know they were there, kind of thing. And that could be a problem. Hang on. I have a feeling we may have to leave a bit of a gap there. Not such a big deal for these guys. And it'll become clearer once you put the pipes on. So these two are absolutely fine. They don't cause a drama whatsoever. So they can technically go very close to each other. They're not a problem. If I could line it up straight. Probably like that. Okay, that's pretty cool. So that doesn't, you know, no way at all does that block. Don't think that would worry. It's going to be self-watered anyway. So we've got two, now three up against the walls. I wanted this gap because I think the pipe is going to stick out just here. So the main thing is to try to run the pipe from here along this sort of front face of the garden beds, come to this pipe and then run along here. So might as well just take these while we can. I'm just trying to make it as easy as possible to, one, connect the pipes up, but two, for down the track being able to use them. Not that we really have that struggle that much. It's about as close as I can get, I think. So, they don't make so much difference. Now, this one will have to go on an angle. right, hang on. Let's just drop it over here. Get up again. So if you put one there, you can't really get right up into this corner properly anyway. Actually, I could put this one back so it kind of lines up. It's a bit touchy. Alright, that looks not too bad. And then this guy. So one can go flat up on that wall, not a problem, but we've still got, how many over here? 3. So, could just put this one on an angle. We might get, I think we'll be pushing it to get them all squeezed in like that. How close can we go? See, it kind of truncates that back corner. I don't think that's going to look too good or work too well. Maybe that's about the best you can do. Yeah, I think so. I reckon I'm going to end up using the inner part as well. It just looks so much nicer. Like, so if I start putting some here, I could. Actually, I could do that. See, if you go to put one in that's just straight, maybe I should do that. You kind of do want it as close to the wall as you possibly can, because if you're going to have... Yeah, it's kind of truncated a bit there now. So this looks alright, because you can just walk around here and check all your plants kind of thing. But because of that truncated front, you can't really put another one in here. Yeah, I do like having the water open there, at least until we get the pipes in. The only other option is to take these guys. I just want to see, we might have to leave them back here until we get the others connected maybe. So if I stand up on top of here. Oh, okay, there's a real balance there, isn't there? Okay, right against that edge. That's about as close as I can get to the edge. Ooh, jeez, I can almost walk through there, hey. Getting a bit stuck though. That is very close to the edge though, hey. It needs just a little bit more space and you can just walk around. It's a pity there wasn't a 1/3 size instead of a half, and you could put like smaller stairs. Although I think these are the smaller stairs, aren't they? Yeah, I think they are. Okay. Alright. Have to have a thinky about this. Trying to kind of squeeze them in, really. I guess the same thing is going to apply to this side, isn't it? Yeah, you just can't go too close. Look at it. Oh man, it's just jumping around a bit. See, that's not quite straight anyway. That's almost as close as you can go to the water's edge. And you're not, yeah, you can't actually physically walk down. You'd have to be jumping over the plants anyway. Wow, okay. I take it that water system does go a fair way. It is possible that we could just put a few more foundations down and just put the plant beds in here. Have a few in here and a few out there. I still think that kind of looks better, not having them too squashed in. I think that's the problem. Okay, hang on a sec. So there's one there. There'll be 2. Maybe 3? We've got the 2 potato ones down the back there. That's 5. We could bring them all up into the same area. I've just got this feeling that maybe we should have them so that they're so much easier to access instead of being kind of squashed in. So I think I might do that. So hang on. How much have I got on me? I've got heaps of nails, got a fair few boards. So if we put them out here, made them easier to access, where would you access them from, I wonder? Maybe just having square foundations along this line here. I'm sure that that water thing could reach out here. Okay, hang on, let's try this. So, we'll make 3. I suppose, yeah, technically we need 5, don't we? Yeah, let's just move that out. Let it put it in there. So there's 1. Guess, yeah, 2, 3. Because you're almost using 1 plant bed per foundation, aren't you, really? Oh, unless you had, yeah, one of them on an angle or something, like a L shape. See, I like having that shape of the building with a little bit of water around it, so another one in there might be a bit squashed. So that means we could have 1, 2, 3 beds. I'm just wondering if we could put a 4th one on this side. Then we can run the pipe on the inside. No, I think you'd have to run the pipe on the outside. The reason why I'm saying this is because when you get the little shower heads from the water automation, they come from the other side to which the pipe is attached. So you want the pipe attached this side, I think. Might have to turn them around to connect too, I'm not quite sure about that. Alright, well, let's just move these beds, the ones that are in the way, out to where we think they're going to go. So I feel like, oh yeah, that's okay. I feel like I would like to go maybe like this. And the reason being, I don't think this chews up a whole foundation, does it? Maybe we just go in line like that. Where's the line for the foundation? I think I might be close to the edge. Anyway. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It just, to me, it just looks a bit squashed still. I mean, obviously you can play around with this a heck of a lot. So if I just put it out here and pick it up again. So the other one kind of went over a bit. So it was kind of like here somewhere, wasn't it? You know, if we were trying to make it symmetrical, there's a bit of the door frame, a bit of the door frame. Move this one. Not sure if we'll have enough room, but we'll try. Kind of want to do it so it doesn't look truncated. Kind of like that. Wouldn't mind having some of this exposed. I don't know. It doesn't really make that much difference whether the window is actually accessible up close or not. Alright, just let me put that one in a stupid position. And this one's probably going to also go in a stupid position, then come back. The reason why I'm trying to do this is this corner, I reckon it looks better if it's not all squashed into the corner. So, even though the pipes can do what they have to do, I suppose, not that big a deal. So maybe like this, and then grab this one again, and then once we know they look pretty much okay and they're in the right position, then we can start our pipes. Yeah, I think that looks a bit better. Like that. So when you're looking at it, you've got 2 on that side, bit of a gap in the corner, 2 there, and then 2 down this side. Okay. So we've kind of gone really from having, I guess, 8 to only 6 in that area. And we'll put 2 of these outside, and I was hoping to get another 2, the 2 potato ones. Did I push that too far, did I? I did, I think. Let's try that again and have a break in between. Alright, let's put it here. And then we'll try picking it up again. Put it there. And then we should be able to put it in its final position. Okay, hopefully it won't do it again. I'm not sure if that's really squashed up or not. I reckon there's enough room for the potatoes to probably go one long one there and then one this way. Anyway, the potatoes will take a little bit of work to move them all the way over here because they're all way over the other side there. I mean, that is so much easier to get to now. I shouldn't have to ever jump over anything as long as I get the pipes correct. Okay, so I guess the first stage of doing this is to get this intake pipe connected. So we did make last episode this guy. Then there'll be a water pipe. Okay. Okay, so one thing I have noticed is this seems to be an issue because the inflow pump wording is on this side, so I think it's misleading in one sense. Unless you put your mouse over the little question marks, the left hand side is actually your outflow and the right hand side is actually your inflow. So I'll be basically connecting my inflow to this side. So that makes you wonder, have I got it in the wrong position? Should I have it somewhere else? If you hide the pipes though, it shouldn't really make any difference if they both more or less just go under. I don't know, we'll have to see how that actually works. Or what it looks like. So I guess this thing here, where do we have to be to make that work? Where does it actually go blue? So this needs to be connected, but I've got a feeling, I think, can we just escape that? Yeah. I think it's easier to probably put the water pipes in first. So hang on. This water pipe has to connect to here, no matter what. But what it looks like underneath, if I just connect it, because I think you can move it anyway. It kind of needs to come out and go somewhere where we can connect the intake to. Oh, you can actually connect it. That's pretty smart. It actually goes vertically if you want it to. Look at that. Oops. No, we don't need the gun, Trev. Don't need to shoot it. It's fine. So connect it again. Drag it off. When you do that, how far under does it go? See, the pipe sort of is still in the way, if you know what I mean. Sort of sits above. You kind of don't want it to do that. You want it to be under, so... hang on a sec. Go for a swim. We'll be fine. So where can you put this? Because this is, don't forget, this is just a pipe. So we're coming straight down. If we had this as a really short pipe, so it just went there, we can connect another one to this, I'm sure. Although this inlet pipe. Where did that just go blue? That went blue just there, didn't it? It's kind of like, don't drown, Trev, whatever you do. If I just turn, oops, keep trying to rotate this with the wrong, hang on. There you go. If I do this, now where do I have to be to make this thing go blue? I just want to connect it. There you go, about there. And then if I just move this again, oh, hang on. Hang on a second, did that connect without even needing a pipe? I think it did. Hang on, I'm getting trapped in my own little area here. Oh man, I'll go out this way then. Yeah, I have a feeling the intake actually connected without using the pipe. Or did it? Maybe it didn't. Hang on. No, is that still attached? It must be, it's not actually on me. Hang on a second, I'm just going to grab some food before I starve to death. Potato, couple of carrots, water, another piece of chicken. Apparently I got an achievement for doing something as interesting as eating. Alright, so I thought the intake was actually connected, but it looks like that is still connected. So is the pipe... I'll have to go underwater again. Hang on. So the water intake is actually sitting there. What we need to do is take the end of this pipe and just simply connect it to our water intake, I think. If I can get it to stay there as I'm going underwater. There you go. I think that's what was needed. So I think you do need to have a pipe connected to the intake. I'm trying really hard to conceal it all so you can't see it. Is that... Oh, there you go. It's gone blue. Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay, so it's connected. It's blue. So if you turn it on... Okay, so it's definitely pumping. Turn it off. Okay, so the intake is definitely connected now. So who cares in one way? You just leave it in the water underneath. All you see is just this little bit. It almost looks like part of the water tank base, I suppose, and a little pipe going down on an angle there. That's about it. Okay. So I guess, yeah, it's going to be a little bit interesting when we do the other pipes. So hang on. We need a few of these guys, the water pipes. Now we've got plenty of mass at the moment, so adhesive's not a problem. We'll have to steal from scrap from the cupboard. That won't be a drama. But metal pipes, we need a few metal pipes. Let's just come back over here and make a few. So metal pipes is copper, zinc and iron. So copper, zinc, iron, we'll just take a chunk. And 1, 2, let's make 4 of these guys. And kind of putting this back. That's where it's handy to have so much spare gear, I suppose. So hang on, wasn't it two of these metal pipes makes a water pipe inside the water container, water reservoir? So alright, so let's try this. So don't forget, yeah, it's 2 iron, 2 adhesive, and then it uses mass as well. You know what I'm gonna have to do, don't you? Turn the Jenny on, turn that one on, run 3 of these again with the mass fabricator running, just to keep that rocking and rolling, because we're gonna consume a bit. And then we'll just grab some adhesive. That can just run in the background a little bit. Okay. So we need least one water pipe, and as the mass fabricator's pushing the mass up a bit quicker, we'll end up making a couple. We've got our sprinkler head on us too, actually, we made earlier. This is one we made earlier. Yeah, see, wow, it needs pipes as well. So yeah, you'll go through a fair bit of material just to make the pipes. Without a doubt. Okay, so there's a pipe. So we need the outlet to connect and then to run somewhere as well. But it's almost like it needs to go in the water about here, underneath. I wonder where you can physically connect it to, because it's like it's going blue whenever you connect it to a wall. Yeah, you can't really see, can you, underneath there? So hang on, how far out do I have to go? Only 2. Oh, I can put it there. Yeah, that might work. I mean, are you wanting to make it look neat, or do you not care? Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, man. Okay. Okay, so I guess the next step is we put down... no, not the pistol. You need the... Oh, I think you can install this. I think that's what the catch is, if it's under here. Oh, I see. Oh, man, we... Jeez. Oh, dear, oh dear. This is where Trev goes. Look, I needed multiple mass fabricators. Okay, so we need 50 mass to install this. I think we need to do that, because if we install the sprinkler, we'll see where the pipe comes out. And then it would be kind of, I don't know, neat and tidy to have this pipe go under and then pop back up here again and start connecting. I don't care if the pipes are like this on the surface when they're right up against the edge of the plant beds and they go right along this inner edge. Not really a big deal. But yeah, you kind of don't really want to have your pipes like... you know, I know it's only a game, but it's like in real life you wouldn't want to be kind of hopping over your you know, pipes and stuff. That's why they have service areas inside of your plasterboard walls and your stud walls and stuff to put stuff. But anyway, all right, let's see. Can we install it yet? We can. Where is it there? So we've got it on us, which just needs to be in our inventory, I take. Then we install it. Okay. Okay, so this is cool. So we need a pipe that runs from there across to here and connects. Another water pipe, that is. So we need another one of these made, which we can't do until we get our mass back to 20. What's it using? Adhesive scrap. Okay. Alright. Let me just come over here and grab... where's my scrap? Let me just take 20 scrap out of here. Still got 130 in the cupboard, it's not the end of the world, but that almost meant I needed to get another fire starter going. Jeez, that was close. Oh, hang on a sec. Hang on. While I'm getting so distracted here, where's my poor chickens going? You guys aren't starving at all, are you? Oh. Well, thanks for the tucker, guys. Hopefully there's not a bear on the outside of the wall here. No. Gets aggro with me, so might as well, while we're waiting for that to happen, we might as well feed these guys. So hang on, that's 64, and that's 64. Okay. Alright, well that means we can give them 2 tomatoes each. So let's quickly do that. Put our fertilizer back, whereas it's over here now. There you go. So let's grab. We kind of need a bit of feeding as well, don't we? So a couple of carrots, potato, some water. So 2 each it was, wasn't it? So might put some lights on because it's starting to get a bit dark. So you guys can see what I'm doing. Well, you can't see everywhere, that's the problem. I need more lights. Okay, so 2 tomatoes brings it up to 97. So yeah, they're well and truly fed. Sorry about the darkness there, people. There you go. So they will be as happy as Larry. That's where the rogue was last night, actually. Over there in the distance. On the beach front. Alright. Yeah, need a light out here, don't we? So where are we up to? So we've got enough to make another water pipe. In fact, we're going to have to make 2 water pipes, I feel. So yeah, I guess that's what we're doing, is adding these sprinklers in. And I can certainly do some off camera, but it'll take a little bit of time to build the sprinklers up, to get all the resources you need to have them all set up with sprinklers, and then you have to connect them. But it would be good to have this thing running and at least support, one of the plant beds and make sure it works. So I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do this. Oh, I was looking for the second one and realised it actually just jumped into my inventory. Okay. So we need to connect to here, but we would like to connect it, where is it, like that. But shouldn't we go, I just think we should be under. Might be a pain in the bum to do it, but I'm doing it at night too, so I wonder how it looks under here. Can you actually do this? Can I go underwater? Thank you very much. Come back up. Yep, good. So where can I connect it? Anywhere that's a timber. No, not to there. It's like I want to go just to that little beam just there. Can I do that, please, game? Actually, it could work if I did that. Yeah, okay. Don't drown, Trev. Actually, it's saying it can go anywhere along here. I reckon that would be needed, though. If I did that, what sort of whoops, we'll go out this way. Just as well as no sharks in Subsistence. Like it's not Raft. Oop. Yeah. Alright, how much of that do I see? Hardly any. Alright. I'm okay with that. That just looks like it's out of the way, I guess you could say. We might end up putting these chests up against this wall or something, but that to me looks a lot nicer, doing it like that. So I guess what's going to happen is we'll connect this next pipe underneath the water to here, and then it doesn't matter if it just runs around the edge. Alright, let's do that again. So, grab this guy and connect it to there. Oh, hang on. Hang on. This may not let me do this. How long can a pipe be? Oh, look at that. Is it going to let go? It might let go. Oh no, it's there still. So if I do that, you'll see a little bit pop up, but at least it's out of the way. I think that's acceptable, hey? Alright. So it's not in the way of the walkway, if you know what I mean. It's not perfect. It's not like, if you were plumbing in real life, you'd be putting these down with saddle clamps and sort of, at right angles and in conduit or whatever kind of thing. But for just the Subsistence game, yeah, it looks nicer when you don't have to see this pipe that you're trying to trip over or whatever. So technically that should actually be connected, I think, now. Okay, so I guess if we turn it on, turn this on, it does use a bit of power though. 0.3 is quite a bit. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the sound, but it's gurgling a little bit. But so that's working, it's filling up. We've got a tick for the inflow, a tick for the outflow. Our pipes are nice and neat. I'm not sure if you guys can see that well, but there's like a shower head type thing just sitting there, and there's another one up this end. So hang on, this plant bed is currently connected to a water tank outflow. Cool. What's this say? Will automatically activate the sprinklers when the plant bed water drops below 40% at the cost of a 10% increase in power usage at the water tank pump. Oh wow, it is pretty power intensive then, isn't it? So okay, let's turn that on. Okay, yeah, okay, it's just reminding you in the bottom left hand corner the water's already full. So in here, this plant bed is pretty much full of water, I guess. Yeah, 100% water. So that's actually it in a nutshell. That's actually it. Wow, okay. So what'll happen is, over time, I guess, I will come back and keep making more pipes and keep adding them to the plant beds, and eventually they'll all be automatically watered. So that is interesting. Anyway, that to me looks neat enough too, I think. Maybe what we should do, this one's the one with all the water and the fertilizer. How about... So this area, kind of near the elevator here, this was never really used much. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't. Kind of, yeah, sometimes you go, should you be tight and cozy in one of these games, or should you just kind of, you know, have everything spread out a little bit? It just means that when you spread them out a bit, you've got more chance to be able to be a bit more flexible and build stuff, I suppose. Anyhow, that looks like it's working. I just really need to repeat and rinse and expand this, and I think I'm happy now with that, because as I add a sprinkler, I can just connect the pipe from this one to this one. It won't be in the way of me picking the produce, I don't think. No, not really. And it'll be easy to get to. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that now. But obviously, yeah, we have to make a few more pipes for all this to work. It'll take a bit. Washing hands, filling all the canteens. Just a note on that too, by the way, before I leave the episode. All of this stuff is unfiltered, and I've heard that the dev from Cold Games might actually be looking at adding something that allows this to be properly filtered, so you can get clean water. But as it stands at the moment, it's just this little section here is almost exactly the same as me standing in that little area down there and getting canteens full of dirty water, basically, which isn't really a problem. You know, it just means I can fill my containers just from this thing here, basically. Anyhow, I think that's pretty cool. I don't think I need my mass fabricator on still, so we can turn that off. Let's just do the right thing. We had so much food from the animals recently that we got a heap of biofuel, so we're absolutely dancing when it comes to the biofuel level. I take it when we go back out again, we'll have even more. So yeah, look at that, we're still flying along. Turn these lights off because we're back to morning again. Another thing that I didn't show last episode, which was pretty cool, was in the BCU. I always come into here and check out the red and green in terms of my power going out and what's coming in. But they added another tab here. Look, in this one here you can actually see up on the roof I've got 28 solar panels. I've got 4 wind turbines. It tells you the number, and then it actually tells you where you're expending your energy. So at the moment I've got one fridge using 0.12 power. I've got that water tank's 0.3, and the mining drill is 0.56. I think I can read that. So yeah, so that's, I'm almost going to be sitting on almost 1 power going out, no matter what. So I haven't checked these for a while. So what? 10 zinc, 4 water. Fantastic. So yeah, and then, you know, obviously I'll be telling this thing to keep producing more fragments as I need them, I guess. Put all that back. I've got some pipes in there as well. Forgot about that. But I'll be going through them 100 miles an hour while I run around trying to get all my plant beds attached. But yeah, that's a little bit different now, isn't it? Having all that set up like that. But yeah, I love doing all this stuff and making it look making it all look neat and tidy. All the wiring and the plumbing and all that kind of stuff. It's what happens when you're an engineer in real life, and you can't help but, you just do those things by nature, I guess. Anyhow, I hope everyone enjoys the video, and you can really super help the channel out by smashing the like button for the video today. And if you haven't already subscribed, oh man, you can really super help the channel out by subscribing. Alright everyone, thanks so much. Cheers.